With this instrument, I also want to say, I want to tell you a little bit about tobacco in the way that I look at it, so that it can be a part of this. Is that long ago there was a being called the Shining One. And the Shining One was very much like this spoon that is here, or had a mirror-like body. And if you looked into the Shining One, it reflected everything that was around it. But it moved and spoke or conveyed. I wasn't there, so I don't know, but that's what I was told in the story. And the Shining One helped the people very long ago, way before Adam and Eve, way even further back than what we think we know is when there were people first here. And so my tradition, we know we come from the stars, that this is not our only spot that we've been. And so for us, we look at the energies of who helps us, what do they give us, what do we exchange, and also kind of this feeling of who are we in relationship with them. And so the people were loved, they were taught how to harvest things, how to build homes, how to be together. Thank you. And so the people loved the Shining One. And then at some point the Shining One said, this is not my home and I need to leave. I'm getting sick here. I need to go home. And I won't be able to survive if I stay. So the people cried and they begged the Shining One to stay. And the way the story goes is that the Shining One said, okay, I'll leave something in my place and it will help you. So go find the oldest woman in your village. And this woman's name was Red Hat. In history, she's known. And so they brought her to the Shining One. The Shining One said, put your hand inside my body. Just reach in there and I will put something in your hand and you'll pull it out and I'll tell you what to do. So she did that, and within her hand were thousands of seeds of what we know today as tobacco. And the Shining One said to her, what do I do with these? Red Hat said. And Shining One said, well, what you do is you place it in the ground and you tend it. And you pray over it. And when I arrive, I will come in a different form where I can be here with you. And as I grow, I will turn golden. And when I turn golden, you take one of my arms and you light it and you send a signal and I'll come. That's why we smudge. It's not only for us, but it's calling like a smoke signal to say we're gathering, we're in ceremony, and we would like you to be here with us. And so the Shining One taught the people. There are other stories that say the Shining One didn't make it off the planet and laid down and grew the tobacco and had given the instructions of what to do with his body. But nevertheless, the idea is the Shining One is like a mirror. And when we release the smoke of tobacco, it was not meant to smoke, to pull into our lungs. It was meant to go into our cheeks like water. And instead of swallowing the smoke, we blow it out to add that smoke in our sacred breath. What we have I mean, what's the most dangerous thing of a human? Our tongues. We're taught early that our tongue can make words that destroy people, that can turn them against themselves and others. And we've all experienced that over time. We can cut someone down with our words. We can break hearts with our words. And we can also disillusion ourselves with our words, saying, I'm not enough, I didn't do it right, someday I'll be, you know. We use words to diminish ourselves. So I like to teach the young children that they carry a knife right here that cuts deep. And so many of the teachings is like learning to use our words in positive ways. There wasn't negativity long ago. There was just things that happened that were natural, but there wasn't, people didn't harm people. And if they did, they were sent out of their village not to come back. And that was the worst punishment, was to live without tribe. And community was very important. So to be shunned, to be sent away and told, if you come back, we kill you, that would be the worst punishment for doing anything with your tongue that harmed another, or your body, of course. So the shining one to us is about the tobacco and the sending of a sign to spirit saying, we're gathering, we'd like you to come to be a part of what we're doing, and we'd like you to see that we're sending the best that we can at whatever time that we're praying. To invite is maybe not the right word. To invoke, maybe that's a better word. To invoke the assistance of great mystery.